When you ask most people what their favorite Dragon Ball transformation or power-up is, most people would mention one of the Super Saiyan transformation. And yeah, from a design perspective, I myself would go personally with Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 4. However, my favorite Dragon Ball power-up has to be the Kaioken, because unlike any of the newer forms that Goku has, Kaioken is a technique that briefly amplifies his speed and strength, and could potentially multiply his power higher and higher for greater effects, depending on what Kaioken times he uses. But it has a downside. It can only be used in very short bursts throughout the fight, probably for brief seconds at best, and that's what I like about it. It's not a form that is used to automatically overpower your opponent, but rather it's a move that is used strategically throughout the battle. That's why Goku hardly uses it. It puts a huge strain on his body. It drains him. You can even notice how his appearance looks very messed up. The move itself literally bulks up his body with immense muscle mass and a glowing crimson aura that causes his body to seemingly involuntarily spring against his opponent in order to finish the fight as soon as possible. And that adds a new layer to the fight, which is desperation. Finish your opponent with this move or it will finish you. However, despite these drawbacks that the move carries, can Goku still rely on this move in future episodes in Dragon Ball Super? But before we conclude that, I have to mention the reasons why Goku stopped this technique, because some fans and some people actually seem to forget why exactly the move was forgotten in Dragon Ball Z after the Frieza saga, and why was it never mixed with Super Saiyan. The only time we saw it being mixed was in the filler arc where Goku fights Pikkon, but even then when Goku had a dead body and being in a filler scene, the move didn't do jack shit. So why did Goku stop using it? Well, aside from what I mentioned moments ago, the technique has a huge strain on the body, but more so than that, it was already replaced by Super Saiyan, which is a more suitable and stable form that amplifies Goku's strength 50 times. Where the best Kaioken can muster was a times 20, so already the move is outclassed and outperformed by Super Saiyan. Thus, the creation of Super Saiyan was Toriyama's vision of how Goku would evolve as a fighter, and stop relying on a move that is basically steroids to his body. But despite knowing this, Goku, through his sheer brilliance of training with God Ki and unlocking a new God form, Goku could mix his God Ki with Kaioken to amplify his power even further. Many believe that this is overpowered, and this is Goku once again breaking his limits. I actually disagree. The Kaioken and Super Saiyan God mix is a horrible idea, and it's probably one of Goku's biggest mistakes, because right from the bat, this move has a 90% chance of killing you. Now, I have seen many retards who try to argue that the 90% line is invalid because Goku doesn't know math very well, and to that I say, you serious, bro? Why would the writers confuse us? If Goku says 90%, then 90% it is. Stop being biased. The move was described as dangerous, reckless, and hasty. I know many fans love the scene where Goku combined both Kaioken and SSJ Blue, and I myself love and adore that scene. It was beautiful and amazing, and my fanboyism could not contain itself, and I would love to see more of that. However, keeping in mind all the drawbacks that the Kaioken brings, it does more harm than good. It's not a move Goku should use, especially if the odds are against him by that huge fraction. I feel Goku is past the Kaioken era. Instead of focusing on a move that limits his fighting ability, he needs to come up with a way to either sustain Kaioken and making it easier to handle or use, or actually focus on a new Super Saiyan transformation. Yes guys, I actually, like many others, can't see Super Saiyan Blue as the final stage of Goku's power. I'm sure many thought Super Saiyan God Red was Goku's ultimate form back then in 2013, but then they were surprised later by Super Saiyan Blue, so if Goku still wants to use the Kaioken, he could, but only if he can find a way to sustain it without killing himself or crippling his body. If he can't do that, then he should just focus on surpassing his God form. Maybe go to Super Saiyan Blue 2 or 3, or better yet, we can get the very first Super Saiyan 4 incarnation in Dragon Ball Super that is somehow mixed with God Ki. But anyways, what do you guys think? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Goku should still rely on Kaioken or focus on a new form? And do you think the new form should have a different hair color? Tell me your thoughts and opinions. But overall guys, I want to thank each one of you who subscribed to me this past few days. We finally passed 3,000 subscribers, and I'm really grateful to each one of you. You guys are awesome. I love you all, and I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Peace.